Man, I don't even know where to start with this because I've just been seeing a lot of people just criticizing this game already just from the trailer. And this game is still quite a long while away from being released. This is one of the first footage that we got to see. I understand like certain parts of the game do look bad, but that's because of the motion blur. The motion blur always makes games look terrible. I personally, whenever I play a game, I turn the motion blur off. Obviously on consoles, I think that's an option. I'm not too sure, but I try to turn it off where I can because it just smudges everything and it makes it look weird, and everything looks all blurry, right? But keeping in mind that this game is definitely being way more polished when the end product is released. Like I'm seeing a lot of people making fun of the models and everything, and I just really don't understand. Like, I mean, obviously everyone's going to do it with everything, right? But, and especially with like the expectations for this game after all of the Avengers movies that we've gotten leading up to Endgame, and then that ending, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Square Enix, of course, to get Marvel's Avengers A-Day on the right foot. But we've got a bunch of really good voice actors and all that good stuff here. We should be okay, but let's just go through the trailer and see. I'm playing it at 4K here just so that, you know, the quality is at max. So let's just give it a watch. I'll pause it at certain times and just talk about just the whole thing. So you can see here it's beautiful, but I'm led to believe this is console footage. I hope it is console footage. Avengers Tower looks amazing, okay. Although you can see the motion blur right now. It's like, see, look at that. I pause it, everything's really blurry. I don't like that. Like, you can see jagged lines and, no, definitely a no-no. They should have turned that off for the showcase. Just never looks good. Like, see, he's moving around, and as soon as I pause, look at all these lines here, like all these blurs. It just does not look nice at all. And there's my boy Ironman. But only he looks amazing, right? It's very reminiscent of the armor, the latest armor. I think it's Mark 85 from the show, of course. Well, from the movies, right? Except for like the armor plating on the shoulders and all that. And also his headpiece. I feel like, I mean, obviously what they've done is here they've gone from like they've used the classic designs and the newest designs and just combined it. But that helmet just does not look good with the current suit. I think they should remove like the top, like that weird shape in the middle of his head because he looks like Vision there. Just remove that and the armor will be solid. Everything else looks great on this suit though. I can't lie about that. And here's what I'm talking about here. So when we go back here, right? Get ready. Look at this. Look at this freaking motion blur, man. Even it just looks bad. Like look at Thor. It's terrible. Everything just blurs everywhere. It's just too much. I feel like for the trailer they should not have had that much blur, or at least just turn it down a little bit because it just it hurts. It hurts my eyes to look at it. And we're watching this in 4K. Well, 1080p is going to be on YouTube, but you can look at the original trailer yourself at 4K, and you'll see just how blurry this gets. It's plus, any of the details on the characters, they're gonna polish these. They're gonna polish these models. There's gonna be a lot of work here that's to be done. You can see, oh, you can see some Ironman bits and pieces in the background for the armor. That's kind of cool. But like, this stuff is definitely gonna be polished. Like people were saying the same stuff here for like the original SpiderMan PS4 reveal. They've changed a lot of stuff since then, and I have faith that they're gonna be like they're gonna have this game look really, really nice when it comes out. Like. So, should not be too worried about that. Plus, there's gonna be more trailers and stuff released as we'll get closer to the release date. So, we're gonna... it's gonna show improvements, man. Okay. And people love to take, like, certain, I guess, screenshots out of, out of context. Like, Black Widow doesn't look that bad here. And neither does Captain America. I really like the look of his suit, what they've done. People were talking about like, oh look, he looks like a low budget version of the movie Captain America. No, I think this is cool because what they're going for here is they're going for their own universe that's been inspired by both the comic versions and the MCU versions. I think that's something that it's the best play they could have made here in terms of just how big of a success the original, like the Marvel movies were. So Marvel's Avengers here, as a video game, taking inspiration from both the movies and the show. I mean, the movies and the comics. It's the best thing they could have done. Just take both of the best things from both of the worlds, right? And put it into this game. And I'm praying if this game does really well, we'll get a sequel, maybe an even bigger game universe. So if you have a cinematic universe, could you imagine having an MGU, Marvel's Gaming Universe? That would be amazing. And somebody caught like a little snippet or something of Spider-Man saying, as soon as he takes the photo of the Avengers Tower, he's like, the Avengers are at the West Coast now or something. I don't know. So that's pretty big.
For everything I am.
Now, when I first saw my boy here, I thought it was Mark Ruffalo. That's how similar he looks to his movie counterpart. Like if you blur out his eyes or something, you would be like, wait, that's Mark Ruffalo right there. I love how similar he looks, but not really like him at the same time. It's really confusing, but I really hope that we grow closer with these characters and get invested in them. You know, I feel like that'd be great. So. Yeah, okay. Boom. There it goes. Okay. It's not good. So, yeah, I mean, people always use these shots, but there's a lot of special effects here in the background, and, like, these are the things that we're going to be able to turn off on the PC version. So we're going to be able to turn off some of the... I didn't even know what some of these things are called. Like, there's lens distortions, there's also the motion blurs, chromatic aberrations. Hopefully no chromatic aberrations, though. That'll be annoying, but look, Iron Man here looks pretty good. Like, without the helmet on, he really reminds me of Robert Downey Jr. I just hope he shaves that, like, just keeps the little goatee, you know, gets rid of the rest of his beard, and he's good to go. Captain America looks pretty good here. He looks really serious, though. It is hard to get used to this, though, but it'll be pretty cool. Thor, I wish they would have gone... I know they've gone for, like, a modern / like, comic book inspired thing, but it really doesn't look that good on like Thor, like his current outfit. I hope they kind of changed it and updated it as like the trailers go on. Black Widow looks great here because I mean even the MCU version looks very similar to the comic book version. So here they just made, I mean she looks really good here, and the boy, the not Mark Ruffalo, looks great. I mean it's Bruce Banner. So
Thor, Tony, check it out at once.
Look at the way his helmet just like goes up. But that blur, man, we need to stop with the blur because it also ruins like any movements or anything like that if you try to pause it. But his helmet doesn't look too bad here. Doesn't look too bad. This is cool. If this is gameplay or something, like I feel like this would be a tutorial, right? Like this whole first part of the game, I feel like it'll just be the tutorial, getting you to know the mechanics of the certain characters, how they play, maybe even co-op options or anything like that. Because this does feel like this is very early on in the game, like just a prologue. Yeah, Thor. Okay. See, I paused right here. Do you see this? I'm gonna, like, I know like some people might get annoyed of me bringing up motion blur, but I really hope that they just keep this turned off. It's also why I assume this is on like the consoles, because I don't think on the consoles you can really turn this off, because there have been so many times that I tried to get like a screenshot in Spider-Man PS4, it's just all of these like freaking just all this motion blur everywhere. The armor looks freaking awesome from behind though. Like it really does. And there's a boy, he's like, okay, I'm ready now. Yeah, it's like a throwback to a couple of different scenes here as well. The one from The Incredible Hulk, when he just like yeets himself out of the helicopter, smacks the ground. And the one from Thor Ragnarok, when he jumps out of the spaceship and smacks himself on the bridge. So this is really cool. I like that Easter egg. So he transformed before he hit the ground. Maybe he did hit the ground and then transformed. Okay, this is gameplay right here. There's no way this is not gameplay. The suit looks better and better in each like shot that I see it. Like it's very heavily inspired by the latest armor, which is sick, man. I'm definitely playing a lot of Iron Man for sure. So yeah, that looks awesome. All right, it's just too heavy on the blur. So like whenever you pause, obviously in the game, right, you're not gonna pause it. But here, when we're looking at the trailer, it kind of looks bad. So there's the board Captain America. There goes Hulk.
Humans trapped. Lots of small, angry men with guns.
It's a small angry man.
Is that a joke? Did Thor make a joke?
Classic Iron Man.
They got pulsar tanks.
Some Hulk gameplay. I still feel like this is tutorial, so it's gonna be heavily like, how to put it, scripted here. Taskmaster, obviously.
Tony, Thor, the cables.
It would be cool if they could tie. I mean, I know it's like Square Enix, right? But it's called Marvel's Avengers A-Day, and we got Marvel's Spider-Man, right? What if Taskmaster during certain points in this game disappears, and while he disappears, it connects to PS4 Spider-Man where we're fighting Taskmaster here and there. Obviously, we can't catch him, but that would be amazing if that was the case, though. Or maybe this is even beforehand. I don't know. Hulk looks awesome for sure. Captain America looks. That's cool. I like that.
What's your status?
He's gonna be really fun to play as.
No, stay on task. There are still civilians on
So
the
I assume QTEs will be very prevalent here.
Damn it, they
Is he?
played us.
Wait, hold on. I want to go back here. Hold on. This doesn't look that bad, man. It really doesn't. Like, I understand, like, I understand complaining, but it doesn't look that bad. Like, come on, man. Wait, I haven't properly watched this trailer in 4K. Look, no, chill. Hold on. So I was about to say Robert Downey Jr., bro. No, it's not Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man looks really cool here. Okay, Thor looks awesome as well. And any shots of the suit close up look amazing. Like, you can already see all the details here and there. It looks like it's inspired by Mark 1 285 in the sense of all the Mark armors that we've seen. And I really hope that we see more of the. I mean, we already saw like another armor in the trailer, but I hope we see more than just this armor. Like, when they say we're gonna be able to customize these characters, it'd be amazing if they give us like the OG option for the suit. They give us the modern options, like from the Avengers movies, right? I wouldn't mind paying for a DLC like that. Or apparently, from what they said, we're going to be getting free DLCs. That sounds like a good thing, but a bad thing at the same time. Because bad thing in a way where it could mean this game is unfinished and could come through some DLCs by the time it's out, which I really hope isn't the case. But for suits and stuff, I would love that. Like, just character, like costumes. Imagine if we could mix and match things. So like one arm, I mean, it would look really weird, but like one arm is the OG and the other one's like the new armor or something. I don't know, but it would be awesome. But I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much. You never want to get your hopes up with these games, like too much, because you will be disappointed. No matter what the game is, like how it turns out, you'll be disappointed if your expectations are too high. Okay, so from what I'm seeing so far, it looks wonderful. Black Widow's details here, and considering this game is nowhere near finished yet, I think she looks great. Okay, the detail is wonderful here, especially in the city in the background and all these weird explosions. Well, that's not too good, bro. They're gonna get some backlash here. So depressing tones, really good.
Others
I mean, not a good thing, but it's great.
Avengers pose a danger to society.
Okay, we got a depressed Iron Man here, who grew out a beard, reminiscent of Thor. I hope he doesn't get fat. I mean, Mark Ruffalo is still in the same getup, though.
That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
Hey, don't push the Hulk around, bro. If he just smacks you, you're done skis, so don't try that. Statue is wonderful detail on the
all
statue,
lost something that day.
but this is not how the story ends. Or where it ends. I don't know.
That's not how this story
Ah,
ends.
yeah, there it is. Sweet, okay. I still don't like that. Like, see when you pause it, look at the hammer. It's really weird. Weird details. But that's because of the motion blur. Oh, look at it. We got Abomination as well, I forgot. I'm pretty sure that's Abomination. And this is the Iron Man suit that I was talking about that we see. And look, every time I try to pause it, it's just freaking motion blur everywhere. I might have to put the playback speed all the way down and... Okay, so the armor looks to be just a white and gold version of the same armor that we saw. But the headpiece does look different though. The headpiece does look different, which is great. Like, this is interesting as a mission in space. Like, I wonder what they're going to be doing up there. Like, the headpiece looks way better than the other one, I'm not going to lie. If we could get that headpiece for the other armor, I would like that. So, go back to normal speed now. And that's all we've got here for this trailer, though. And this is the screenshot that everyone uses to, like, rag on this game. It's like, chill, man. It's not bad. I have no idea what that is. It looks terrifying, but... So, it's coming to PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, and PC. Square Enix and a lot of other things are working on this game, so... Just because it's a Square Enix property, and it's been under wraps for a long time, I feel like... It's May 2020, less than a year till the game is here. I'm expecting this game to look really good and polished, be very well polished. I'm more worried about the gameplay than I'd be worried about the graphics if I was everybody else here, because the graphics aren't really an issue for me here. Because I know they're going to polish it, right? But if the gameplay, if the core gameplay is terrible, because at certain points it's going to be 4-player co-op, right? If it's open world, that'll be fantastic, right? More areas to just explore and have fun in, but it just worries me if the core gameplay isn't good. If the core gameplay is good and the graphics are good, we're good. And of course the story, obviously, that's one of the most important things here. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little, I guess, breakdown and trying to like explain why you shouldn't be too harsh on this game at the start. Everybody knows what they're doing. And of course I assume that the people that they've got in this project are going to be incredibly passionate about what they're doing. So yeah, of course, there is that. But anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, my friends. Peace.